So recently I was able to hang one arm on the 10 mil edge. But the weird thing is, the month leading to that achievement, I didn't even touch a hangboard. And somehow that break led to the biggest jump in my finger strength yet. So in this video I wanted to dive into why that might have happened, share some theories and convos with friends, and reflect on what this means for your finger training. So I've always been pretty obsessed with finger strength. It felt like that was the only thing that was holding me back. I would always justify more finger strength with the idea that if I replaced the hold with a jug, I would be able to do that move. So I went hard. I did my first finger training endeavor was block lifts. I got all the way up to 220% body weight, and on paper I had world-class finger strength, but I wasn't climbing anywhere near that level. I figured maybe because block lifts weren't that specific to climbing, because it didn't look like climbing, maybe max hangs would be the answer. So I shifted my focus, started max hanging, and yeah, my fingers got stronger. I saw minor improvements in my climbing that applied over, but really all that new strength was pretty useless on the wall. Great for party tricks, but not really great for actual climbing and actually sending. And throughout the whole experience, I managed to rack up a ton of finger tweaks and pulley injuries that really set me back a long time. After months of frustration, I kind of gave up on that finger first approach. I just started climbing. Hard board sessions, hard gym sessions, hard outdoor sessions, really just focusing on climbing with intention and purpose. And slowly it clicked. I and many others have looked at this backwards the whole time. It's not that this finger strength enables this level of climbing. It's really this level of climbing supporting this level of finger strength. I am a firm believer that you get good at what you spend the most time in, and really I wasn't a good climber. I was a good block lifter, I was a good hangboarder, I was a good just putting a lot of force on my fingers. I was strong in all the wrong places and not really optimizing or utilizing all that strength that I built. Even once I realized this, it was extremely hard to let go of all the habits and routines and things that I've built up over the years on my finger strength. My finger strength dropped so much that hanging on the 8 mil was excruciatingly painful, and I could barely hang on it for a couple seconds at a time. My climbing was steadily improving throughout all this time, and I was really able to progress and use my fingers way more effectively than I ever had before. I think this is a pretty straightforward conversation, but through conversations with friends, we both agreed that the time spent fingerboarding and finger training could better be utilized just board climbing or gym climbing on climbs which were finger intensive. So not only do you get that stimulus and recruitment on your fingers, you also learn the movement and coordination to be able to use that finger strength more effectively on the wall. And that's something that most hangboarders, including myself in the past, have really struggled with, was transferring the strength we had on the hangboard to the actual wall itself. For the past month or two, I've completely phased out structured finger training from my routine, mostly climbing outdoors, board climbing and gym climbing with more intentions on finger strength, and really using the hangboard as a warm-up device exclusively. And last week during a home wall session, my fingers felt robust, strong, and snappy, and curiosity got the better of me. I jumped on the 10 mil leaf crimp that we've always had up, and that I've really never been able to be close to, and
Let's go, dude!
not full crimping, but thumb on the side.
Let's go, dude!
That's mad. That's crazy. Like, I know I felt good today, but oh my god. Just, lo and behold, just got my feet off the ground. And stayed off the ground. No hype, no program, no crazy hangboard secret routine. Just good climbing. I think that moment really shifted how I looked at finger training. I think there's a place and time for hangboarding, of course. Pain tolerance, rehab, training on small edges, and simply just training fingers when gym climbs or board climbing just doesn't have enough intensity for finger adaptation. But if you've still got gym climbs that you haven't sent, or technique or mindset that you still haven't mastered, I don't think it's a good idea to sacrifice time and energy to have a dedicated finger training session rather than just a climbing session. And as someone who's constantly battled with the stats of having really, really strong fingers but not climbing anywhere near what they suggest, I firmly believe that climbing harder gives you stronger fingers, and not that stronger fingers allows for harder climbing. But even after all that, if you just simply want to get stronger fingers, then watch my weighted pull-ups video, do the same exact rate numbers and intensities that I've talked about with max hangs. There you go. Gotta hit him with the